Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's
Talk Books. So today we have a special review, and that is
so excited.
The Song of David by Amy Harmon.
The Song of David is almost like a companion novel to the Law of Moses.
Yes.
We will link our review up here. But just know that even though this is a stand-alone, it is highly recommended that you read the Law of Moses
Yeah, you
first.
have to, or else you will be confused and oiled if you plan on ever opening up the Law of Moses.
Which, we highly recommend you do that. Fans of the Law of Moses, we welcome you. Watch this street review, and if you haven't read the Law of Moses, hopefully this review will kind of get you excited to read it.
So, this is not our first Amy Harmon review that we are doing, and I kind of feel like each of them just get harder and harder to review.
Yes, or at least explain to you guys.
Yeah, it is very hard to explain. She doesn't have a synopsis up. It's more like a tiny blurb of the book.
We're kind of give you the rundown.
Kind of give you the idea of what was happening.
So the main character that we follow in this book is Tag it, David has a million names. His name is Tag, that's what they all call him. And he's a MMA fighter. So we first meet him in the Law of Moses. He went through a really tough time in his life. And then you meet him 18 months later. He's been very successful in his life. He has a business now called Tag Team. So everyone hashtag Tag Team on Twitter and Instagram. Tag has a lot of businesses. He has a bar, which is where he meets
Millie, who is, of course, his love interest, and she has certain disability, and
we're not going to tell you what it is. So she's a dancer at his bar. When he lays his eyes on her, everything just stops for him. Obviously, it's a love story, so things happen.
So when we meet Tag for the first time, we see that, he is obviously handsome, and he doesn't have a hard time getting the girls.
Kind of flirt.
He's not kind of flirt. He's an extreme flirt. He's the type of guy to be with just a single girl. Millie is a very special type of girl. So when you see how their relationship first starts off as just them becoming friends, and it just, it flows, it escalates, and it grows.
And it's wonderful. And
also, we get to see Moses a lot, which I was very surprised. I was expecting to see him just here and there kind of pop up. So, Moses, his purpose, I feel, of this story is he helps us understand Tag's story, and he kind of tells us it as it goes on.
Yeah. Also, this book is written in past tense, which I love because the way that she writes past tense is really so great. And you get to really know every character that's in this book.
One thing that I really love about Amy is that her side characters, they play such an important part of the whole story. And honestly, I'm not naming a character because he stole my heart, and he is a side character. But how Amy puts them in the story, like, I love how she pays attention to every single character and how their characteristics are and how they play a certain part in the story. Yeah. It's just done so good.
And with this character in particular, he really helps with Tag, even though they're so different, right? He's like the helping hand. I feel like them combine just a beautiful friendship, and they're a tag team, basically.
Tag team. Also, like, Amy is so good at just that. It's not your typical, like, love story couple gets together. It's all about the couple. It's, to me, what I take more out of her story is the relationships that the main characters have with the side characters.
Whether it's friends or a family member. It's always about love in that way, not in a romantic way.
Yeah.
I think that's stuff that we could all relate to.
Definitely.
And that's one of the main things that I appreciate about her books.
So, the only character I absolutely adored. She is, despite all the hardships that she's gone through, she is such a strong character. And I love that Amy Harmon, she always has such a strong female character who does not give up and is just a badass girl.
They are fighters,
they really are. They are the ones who always seem to like hold everything together.
When you first meet her, like, she was instantly likable. She made me laugh so many
much.
times. She's so charismatic, and she's witty, and she's kind of sarcastic at the same time.
Another thing I liked about her that despite her disability, she knows how to like make a joke out of it. The main thing, you know, in this book. I thought that was so charming of her.
Yeah, she never complains about what she has or the hardships that she has dealt with. So our final thoughts on this book. The moment I was done, I just had to like take a minute and really soak everything that I just read. This story has moved me profoundly in more ways than I think most books have in a long time. I read it in around 5 hours, and my mind was like stuck in this small town in Utah. Those 5 hours went by so fast. Once I was done, I felt like a small part of me was like taken away. I know that sounds very cliche and dramatic, but it's true, and I don't care what anyone says. And I think at the end of the day, as readers, I think that's all we want out of a book, to kind of just take our breath away and to kind of just leave us speechless when it's all done. My
final thoughts of this book is, overall, I was surprised. I did not expect it to be how it happened. I thought it was going to be something totally different, and we should know going into an Amy Harmon novel to expect the unexpected. And each time I do not, and each time I'm surprised, and each time I'm devastated, and takes you and takes something out. It's the same as Nicole said, and this novel did exactly that. Till the very last sentence in that book, I didn't know how to talk. I went up to my mom and I was crying, and my mom was like, oh my god, what happened? I was like, you don't understand, this book is finished. The Song of David had all elements that I could ask for. I was happy, I was sad, I was angry, I was
crying,
confused,
crying and laughing at the same time.
At the same time, I was like, I'm bipolar, I'm going crazy. It had it all. I think that any person that is fan of any type of book and actually take something away from it, because each of her books, especially The Song of David, has a lesson to it. It just opens your eyes to, like, you know, how life is, and how to just act, and how to be a good person, and it's just so nice. This isn't the type of book where, oh, you can just like pick up and okay, I'm done with it. Nicole's getting teary-eyed on me. This is a novel that you really need to pay attention to. Amy has a talent of putting in small clues here and there, and in the end they just all kind of come together into this overall picture of what the story is about, and she's so good at it, and you just have to have an eye out all the time, because the smallest things that kind of don't seem that important are everything.
Yeah, small things, yeah.
I pick up an Amy Harmon book, I'm left empty inside just with this one. It also gives us a sense of peace, I think, in a weird way. You'll understand, but it's like...
Yeah, same thing with the Law of Moses.
Same. Even though everything's going on, you still have the hope, and you still have the peace and the love and everything, and Amy just does it so good. I have to say that Song of David is shot to the top really quick, and it is possibly my top 3.
My new favorite.
Of hers is definitely top 1. It's
and I know she hates that when we say it or when other people say it, because then she feels pressure.
And I understand that.
But don't worry, Amy.
Don't worry.
Okay.
All of them are up there.
Don't
it's
worry.
just
But,
each time.
You shock us every time.
Every time.
When you read her books, they don't feel like fictional characters.
Yeah, no,
like I'm reading through a mind of someone that is a real human. And it's like a memoir or something. It's just so raw.
And it's so honest. Like, I feel like she doesn't hold anything back.
Never.
The honesty just comes through the characters so well.
We're being vulnerable like her characters are. So, oh well.
She speaks to the soul. And all of us have souls. So I think any person can pick these up and honestly take something, anything out of them.
Yeah.
Anything.
Are we going to even tell you what stars are? I mean, 5 stars, yes. Maybe, right? 10? A million? I couldn't recommend this enough to people who can appreciate this book. I know some people don't like contemporary. I don't even consider it a contemporary.
Amy cannot be categorized into any genre.
Nope.
I think she's just in the Amy Harmon genre.
Yes,
okay?
the Amy Harmon genre.
She's in her own
Goodreads
genre.
Have the Amy
Harmon genre. Because of that, like, she is by far the best author that me and Nicole are just so attached to. I feel like I know Amy Harmon because of her books.
She's so passionate. Oh my god. She's one of the most passionate writers that I've read. It shows through her work. Pick up The Law of Moses if you haven't yet. And then
do it,
please
and then
pick this up.
Then pick up Song of David, because it is a must.
Down below there's a link, thearcreaders.com. That's where all links to her books and to where you could get everything. All links are on that website, as well as her and her son's song, which was...
I have not heard it yet. I'm going to hear it.
I love that there's a song for this book, and it is beautiful, and it was perfect. So after you're done, hear the song. There's going to be other links to everything else, and also there is a giveaway for a Amazon gift card. So again, all links will be on darkreaders.com.
And that
so
will be
go there.
Also on Dark Readers, there's also an excerpt of the Song of David. There's all the good stuff you need.
That's all we have to say for now. And so freaking thankful to be getting this book.
So thankful, and I'm also like so honored that we got it. Like, just the fact that we got it is amazing.
You
We
guys have
love
no
to
idea.
thank Amy Harmon.
Amy Harmon and everyone who works for Amy Harmon to give us this arc and just to have us involved in reviewing this amazing book and sharing it to our subscribers. You pick it up and let us know.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did pick it up, please comment down below and tell us how you liked it.
Yes. And until next time.
Bye, guys.